everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. So today is another plan with me for November. This month we have a very special guest. That is my cat, Vader. He was feeling extra lovey today. I had to put him up in his hammock because he was feeling extra lovey and he just wanted all the attention, all the pets, and he kept laying all over my bullet journal, which of course I gave him love. I gave him pets, but after a while, I was like, okay, I've gotta finish this. I'm filming. So I put him up in his hammock and he seemed content. So he stays there for a while, but he does make an appearance later in the video again because he just wanted some attention from mom today. But today's plan with me is for November, which, holy cow, how are we in November? How is it like the end of October as I'm filming this? I literally don't know what happened. I just blinked and like here we are coming up to November, which is insane to me. I actually just ordered my brand new bullet journal, which is coming in today. I'm so excited to see it in person and so excited to like start it for the new year and like really get it going. This is the first year in a while I have completed a full bullet journal from start to finish. It was a goal of mine, so I did it. I have done it in the past. I kind of like fell off and just started making to-do lists, but this year I was like, let's make it a goal, and I did it, and somehow we're at November. I can't believe we only have December left, and then we'll be starting a brand new journal, and then we'll be filming a January plan with me, and there's just a lot going on. I've been so busy, so the months have just been rolling by so fast. Let me know if anyone else feels the same, but look, there he is again. This month, I decided to do a quilt theme. I wanted something simple because, again, I'm really pressed for time lately, but I still wanted it to be cute, and I wanted it to be fall, but I didn't want to do pumpkins. I'd already done, October was Snoopy in different Halloween costumes, and, I'd already done a lot of fall-y things, but I still wanted it to feel fall, but not be so, like, on the nose. So we're doing a quilt because it's starting to get cooler outside, and I have definitely been reaching for blankets and quilts and all the things. And recently I actually painted a barn quilt for one of my good friends. She wanted a barn quilt. I've never done one before. I've seen them before. If you don't know what they are, they're like huge paintings, typically on barns, which is why they're called a barn quilt, but it's just the pattern of a quilt painted onto a barn, and you can do like whatever colors you want and all kinds of things. So that's what this was inspired by. I actually took the same pattern that I used and just reused it for this spread. So we just did the same pattern over and over and over again in different ways. Like the cover page was obviously bigger. This one I'll have small columns going down each side where the pattern is a lot smaller, and then we have a medium-sized one for the weekly spread. But for the colors, I still wanted them to be fall, but again, didn't want it to be so on the nose. So we've got this lovely like blue-gray color, and I really loved it. So I kind of made this the main color for the whole spread throughout. And then I did different variations of blue. I've got a green blue, I've got a yellow, and then I think I did also a deep red, which really made it seem like fall to me. So I liked the colors that I chose. But also, as I mentioned earlier, I'm running out of space. I mentioned this last month when I was filming, but I am out of space. So I still have all of December to do, but I have no more pages left. So I wish I could put December in this bullet journal, but I don't think it's going to happen. But here's the thing. I don't want to put it at the start of my new bullet journal, even though it comes in today and I totally could. I don't want to put it there because to me it's like a new journal, beginning of the year. I want it to be like you open the page, it says welcome to 2025, which that sounds weird saying that now, but like welcome to 2025, it starts in January and it goes throughout. So I might do something, I might rig something up, I might get crafty and just see if I can add some pages here in the back. Maybe steal a couple from the new bullet journal, or maybe just add some blank pages in the back, because I really want it to be a complete year in one journal, which next year I don't think will be an issue because the new one that I have has 192 pages and this one only has like 154. So that'll work out a little bit better. But again, this spread is just very repetitive Again, it looks great in the end, and I love how it comes together, but it's just repetitive. Also, this is what I like to call an imperfect spread. So like from afar, it looks really great, but there are some mistakes, which we'll talk more about those in the weekly spreads. But there's just some wobbly lines, which I've never been a ruler person. Sometimes I think, maybe you just need to get a ruler out. You might be happier with straight lines, but overall I can draw pretty straight lines, but then sometimes I'll just be going strong and I'll be getting cocky, and then boom, there's a crooked line. So some of the lines are crooked, but it's okay. It's my journal. Doesn't bother me too much. The weekly spread does bother me, which, we'll talk about soon, but it is starting to feel like fall. Fall is the best time of year. I've got a couple of trips coming up that I'm really excited for, people that I'm going to see, and then I will be going to another country somewhere in Europe. I don't want to disclose that information. I'm going to see my husband. I haven't seen him in a really long time, so I'm really excited, but we're going to go see some sights, and so that's going to be really cool. I haven't been out of the country since I was 18, and I went on a cruise to Mexico. It was my senior trip. We went with a bunch of friends, so yeah, it'll be really great. It'll be very exciting. I just have a lot of things coming up, and then I'll be moving back to Texas for a little bit. It's just a lot of stuff coming up. There you can see I did a little wobbly line, but it is what it is. But moving on to the weekly spreads, this is like the final pages. And originally I had staggered these because I was going to do 2 different color blues. So that's the first mistake. And I was like, whatever, it can be the same blue. It's really okay. I'm just going to keep on keeping on. And I go out to box everything out, and then I have a crooked line, fix it, whatever, it is what it is. And then, y'all, it's about to come up, but I start to date the numbers. Here I did a slow motion thing for you to show you. I went back and checked the calendar. I even did it multiple times to see what the date was that started on Monday. And I was like, yeah, I've got it. It's the 3rd. It's the 4th. So I went back and checked it again, and I was like, oh my gosh. So we started the mini cover-ups. So I started just, correcting and coloring in the numbers right on top of it. That looked awful. And so I was like, you know what? I'll just cut out squares of white paper and put it over it like a patchwork. Patchwork, because it's a quilt. Get it? Sorry. But then I did it, and then I saw that there was I think it's some residue from the glue stick that I used on the bottom piece, and I was like, this looks gross. But at that point, I don't know if you could see the defeat in my hand, but there was defeat. I was like, I'm over it. It is what it is. It's going to be imperfect, but it's okay. It's going to be okay. It's your journal. It's okay. And it is. We remedied the situation the best that we could. I still can't believe I checked 4 times and still wrote the wrong date. That's just telling you how jumbled my brain has been lately. But anyway, we are nearing the end of this spread. Again, it's really repetitive, so I just show the top 2 and don't really move down to the bottom one because it's the same situation. I'm coloring in the different shapes. But yeah, we're finishing up here. A lot of repetitive work. We're just going to continue coloring in until it's done, and then that should be the end of the spread. So we'll get on to the final flip through, and then that will be it. I'm very excited for next month in December. I have no idea what I want to do for my theme, so we'll see what I come up with, but it'll be good either way. And then I'll be back in Texas in December too, so I'll be doing my end of the year flip through, and then we'll do the 2025 setup, and then we'll do the January plan with me. So all that's going to be coming. There's going to be a lot of videos in December-ish time, so that'll be very excited. But again, thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me and my cat Vader today. He made a guest appearance. Hopefully y'all will come back next month for all the super exciting things that are coming up. And yeah, that's it. Bye.